So, hey guys,
Okay.
Jill Carty here, and I'm really excited to do this Zoom recording with a very good friend and actually an amazing young lady who is a new business entrepreneur. And this is also talking that we've got a lot of talking points today. So, first, let me start by introducing Jenna Gabourie. Hi, Jenna.
Hello.
So I'm in my office here in Norwood, Ontario, and tell us where you are right now.
I am in my new clinic in New Minas, Nova Scotia.
Right? And that is really close to what little town?
Um, we are close to Wolfville and Kenville. We're about an hour and 15 minutes from
Yeah,
Halifax.
just to give people kind of an idea of where you are.
Yep,
Um,
right in the Annapolis Valley.
yes, so pretty. And actually, I got to spend a really short little visit with Jenna a couple of years ago with my bucket list being fulfilled and having some time in the East Coast. So that was really
Yeah,
so Jenna, catch
yeah.
this all up. So tell us first of all about your vision and tell us what you do for a living. First of all, let's start there.
Okay. So I am a dental hygienist of 16 years now. And prior to that, I was an assistant for about 4 years. So I've been in dentistry for about 20 years. Dentistry has changed like I think what's the word I'm looking for? Healthcare has changed.
Mm,
There is quite a rush and everyone's feeling it, whether you're the patient or you're the clinician. There's this stress and rush factor. And I think my vision was to, for my own wellness and to be able to provide patients um, the level of care that I wanted to. I opened my own dental hygiene clinic so I could slow everything down.
nice. And don't we all really need to be have that slowing down kind of you got to
Yeah.
fight for it or build it into your day or your week sometimes, I think. And I
Yep.
think I'll speak for a lot of people, but for me in particular, anything dental related is like really high anxiety for me. Um,
Yes.
so
Yes.
tell us about your vision for your clinic. What did you name your clinic, first of all?
So my clinic is named Everwell, and I picked the name Everwell because I am absolutely passionate about the systemic and oral connection. Your oral health affects everything from your heart to your brain to your full body, all the systems of your body. So that was kind of what built me into this vision of this space was I wanted it to be more of a wellness experience, not so clinical, more someplace where you're walking through the door and you can pat yourself on the back and say, I'm doing self care today, and
Mm,
doing it in a space where you feel calm and at ease because um, dental phobia is a real thing. So this space is trying to counteract some of that.
yeah, that's great. Perfect. Okay, so let's see. We talked a couple of months back, and at that point, you had found the location that you wanted to open the clinic,
Yes.
and yeah, I think you sent me just a couple of really brief walkthrough clips, video clips, and tell us what
Yes.
everything kind of looked like then. And when I put this all together in a blog post, I'll share some of those clips so
Yep.
everybody can see sort of some before and afters. But just briefly tell us what you had going on there.
So previous to me renting this space, it was an office space. I think for like long-term health, it was just more of a administrative space. And then before that, there was some RCMP in here. So it was light yellow and it did not have much of a vibe to it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And so when, if I was to say what was the design brief, so what was it that we were trying to create the look and feel of the space? What was your design wish for that?
I wanted something that spoke of calmness,
Yes.
um, comfort, warmth, a cozy vibe. And that's all the feedback that I have been getting. So it's
Oh,
great.
good. So it sounds like
Yeah,
we hit the mark with what your vision was.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I would say 90% of my clients, um, on their own accord are just talking about how much they love this space and they will be back over and over and over. And this, I'd like to think a lot of it's me, which I'm sure it is, but it's the space. The space just adds all of it to it, right?
Perfect. So we've got the right feel and
Yes.
that reaction. It's kind of what you want when people come in, so that it's just like, ooh,
Yes.
you know, that they calm down, they feel welcomed, and yeah.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit. So I know the color is a big. We all know the power of the right color can change the look and
Mhm.
feel of a space very very quickly, and so the green that I picked out is kind of comes from the calmer side of the palette. It's also like a nature kind of color. So when we think of anything in nature, we just automatically calm ourselves. And most of you do
Mhm.
know that I'm certified in biophilic design. So that's where we bring in nature elements, and it is proven, it is measurable now that surrounding ourselves with things like plants, the right colors, natural elements of wood, stone, water, wicker, you know, just all of those kind of things. It does calm us, and it does enhance our well-being and our health overall. So that those things were really important to try and think about to put in your space
Mhm.
to get that overall feel. Um, and then
Absolutely.
what other things did we apply some of that thinking to? Um, I would say like your equipment, even choosing the colors of your dental chair,
Hmm.
that
The
nice,
upholstery.
yeah, that kind of thing. And we're going to do a
Yeah.
walk around before we're finished. But yeah, just some of the things that
Yes.
we thought about. We thought about artwork to complement what
Yeah.
you had, and
Absolutely.
even your, I would say your waiting room chairs, they're just really welcoming and comfortable. They're not the typical sterile, stackable office chairs that you see in a waiting room. Um, and
Absolutely.
yeah, we've got some plants incorporated and a really nice little area rug that just warms up that wood floor in such a great way. And when I saw it all put
Yeah.
together, it was just like, oh, I just feel like I'm coming into Jenna's living room almost. You know, like it's just so,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I literally had a patient say that this morning. She's like, "And this carpet, it just makes it feel so cozy and like at home."
Oh,
So
so
the
perfect.
vibe is definitely,
Yeah,
yes.
that's
Yeah,
really
it's
nice.
that your intention is coming through.
Yes, yeah. So that's great. Um, so what else should we talk about? I think you've got. Well, you'll show us when we go through some of the smaller things like your oil burner and a couple of shelves and just
Yep.
little details that kind of warm it up. So you've got
Yep.
your branding and you've got signage on your door, and then we come into the main space and there's a long hallway at the end with like a little kitchenette space and a small washroom off of that. And then it's a generous
Correct.
space, I must say. So you've got what's the room called where you do all the cleaning of the instruments and things? Or
Sterilization.
oh, well, of course, that wasn't such a big hard word. I thought it was called a special. Yeah, I know what that is. I know what
Yeah.
sterilization is.
Yeah.
Um, and so
Yeah.
we've got one main treatment room set up and a second one ready to go as things open up
Yes.
even more for you. So
Yes.
yeah. So what
Yeah.
else do you want to say
It's a big
before?
storage room right
Yeah, which is
now.
great. I mean, I love it. I don't
Yeah.
think any of us can ever get enough storage. So is there anything else you
Yes.
want to say before we start the walkthrough, and then we can talk about some things when we're walking through?
Yeah. Yeah. I'd have to say that this has probably been one of the biggest things I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
One of the most all encompassing, stressful things in my life. And there is no way I could have done this design and like had this space. Like you just perfectly took exactly what I wanted and just made it. Like you created it. And it was so simple with you. I felt like you heard me. I felt like, well, really, the first show you showed me of what you designed was perfect. I don't know if that will be that way for everybody, but it just, it was worth its weight in gold because I couldn't imagine trying to make this with everything else I had going on. I wouldn't have been able to.
Thank you, Jenna. I appreciate that very much. And while we're there, I'll just say
Yeah.
what a delight to work with you. And
Mhm.
it's very nice for me. So e-design is it can be challenging because we don't always get the right photos or the right feel from people. It takes a little while to get in somebody's head. Sometimes when you can go in, and especially in a more like a business environment or a clinic like this, there's not usually something there that's a point of reference that I can say, oh, that's something that's important to them or that's kind of their style. So it was a completely
Mhm.
blank slate, but you were very good at articulating
Mhm.
your passion. Your passion just kept coming through and coming through, and
Yeah.
it was so much fun to try and put that together for you. So I think we both did our job. I think we did well, and
Okay.
yeah, so it was
Yep.
great teaming up and working together with you. So
Perfect.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So can you take
I
your
can. I just wanted to make one point.
yeah,
I feel like the e design, like I'm sure like there could be some maybe a little bit of challenges with it, but I did love whenever I saw something, you were so quick to be able to pop it into the e-design and give me a visual of it
yeah,
right away.
yeah.
Like that was amazing. And just to be like, oh yeah, like that works. Or when I don't know, because decor is not my thing. And I was like, you think so? And you're like, yes, here's an image of it right away. And I was like, that is amazing. Yes.
And that really
Yeah.
truly is what most people can't do is visualize. A lot of people just can't
Yeah.
visualize what a space is going to look like. And I'll pause
Yeah.
here and talk on this just for a second or park here for a minute. But a lot of
Mhm.
times we'll see something in a setting that's not maybe our setting, or we see too many things that we like. So we go into a showroom or we visit maybe other clinics and see what they've got going on. And we kind of cherry pick little things from everything. But when you bring it together, it can be of so many different design styles or just different functions or different looks. And then you've just got chaos and you can't figure out why isn't this coming together? So it's really nice
Yeah.
it's important to really think we always start with function first in the space. What do we need?
Mhm.
What space is designated for that need? And then it's like, what's the feel that you want? And then I often say, is there anything that you're starting with? Sometimes it's a piece of art. It could be in a business. It could be your logo. It could be your brand colors.
Yeah.
So all those things that we need to start with, and then just keep creating from there. So it's important to have a process, make the plan, and work the plan. Because even when the plan's in place, sometimes people go just, oh, I was out shopping and I saw this, and it's like, yeah, it's really pretty, but where's it going to go? And it's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, we don't have space for that, or we already have a table there, or whatever it is. So
Yeah.
yeah, and you were just so cooperative and really just let me take the reins and do so much of this. So and thank you for
Yeah.
trusting me as much as you did. So that was a
Yeah.
great joy.
Well, I've seen your work.
Well,
Yeah, I've seen
thank
your work from before, so I've
thanks. Yeah.
easy, easy.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so can you take your device and kind of walk us through and show us what's going on?
Absolutely.
All right. So here we come into Everwell Dental Hygiene Clinic. So right away we can
Yes.
see how welcoming actually this reception area is. So yeah, nice and bright walls. Some of the detail there with the little wood shelf and the plant. And then down the hall is that little kitchenette area. Yeah, look at that, eh? And I think the door that's ajar is the little powder room. So
Is the powder room.
yeah,
We are going to be putting down tile that you recommended,
yeah,
but haven't got there yet.
it's okay.
This is the art. You picked the perfect art.
Thank
I
you.
think that was the easiest part is that you take things in the e-design, so it's so easy to just jump to the website and just purchase it and you don't have to think about anything.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a good
That
thing.
was the best
Find a
part.
product and just link it, and then that's just ready there for you to go. So let's talk a little
Yep.
bit about, you can see why the art piece was chosen, and the tones of that really tie in. So there's the lighter color of the walls, the beigey tone of the warmth of the woods and the black accents, and then that really pretty deep green is what we have used as one of the main palette colors. So we see it first. It's introduced here right on this focal wall, right behind the reception desk.
Mhm.
I love your reception desk too. It's such a pretty style,
Yep.
and really
Yep.
welcoming. And again, there we see your chairs, which are just so pretty. Like I would easily have those in a dining room, like that. It's just, they're so
Mhm.
welcoming. And just having the rug there, again, just that really welcome little accent there. And it's, yeah, that's pretty great. And then to the left, we've got the coat rack, and
Yep.
that's where you've got the sandals, right? So
Sandals. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So just to keep things clean, you did set me up with a rug that was water resistant or repellent.
yeah,
So it's great, but it's also nice to have those things as well.
yes, yeah.
Did you want me to go into another space?
Yeah, let's go into maybe that first, the room, the sterilizing room. We can just kind of
Yep.
get a look of what we did in there.
Yep.
So we just carried the same wall color throughout, and got rid of the yellow. So this is a much fresher, cleaner look. And then we repeated this deep green. Um, and a really nice thing for me, and when we go into the actual treatment room, I'll talk a little bit more about that green color. But the cabinetry, again, so this was all sourced through IKEA. Um, so, and
Hmm.
Jenna, did the countertops come from IKEA as well?
They did, yes.
It did. So again, universal. When we do eDesign, that's great. Almost everybody has access to an IKEA at some point. So yeah, look at that,
Hmm.
so pretty. And again, just the
Yep.
warmth of those wood tones, and just gives us that more natural kind of look and feel. And yeah,
Museum.
feeling all done. So that's great. Yeah, so that's perfect. And then Jenna was telling me, really highly regulated, and had her inspection, and lots of things that she needs to have in place in a very particular way to meet the codes
Yes.
for the dental codes and hygiene and all of that. So um,
Yeah.
yeah,
So it's not the prettiest room, but it's much prettier with the green in this cabinetry.
right, there you go. Yeah. But there's a great example of where we need to create a space for function, that is needed. So yeah, but that looks so pretty. And it
Yes.
was nice. I think those blinds were existing on the windows, so it was really nice that we could
Yes.
keep those. And again, anything that
Yes.
we can keep in a space, we will. And I mean, in this space, it was pretty much just empty rooms, but there was some kind of cloth window valances. I think they came down, and these were underneath. So it was
Yep.
like, wow, that's great. Let's just keep those. And yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I
Okay.
forgot to say the lighting. The lighting, we changed the lighting in here from those tube lighting, and that made a huge difference.
Mhm. Yeah, because that would be
So the
very,
pod lights.
very commercial looking. So yeah, this
Yes.
is this is pretty nice. So take us into your
Yeah.
treatment room. Yeah, this is exciting to see.
Okay. So you picked the perfect upholstery. I love my upholstery.
So there's your chair. Look at that with all the stuff. And so, yeah, this ceiling, I have to say, I had so much fun. I have, over the years, sat in many dental chairs and been in other medical treatment rooms. And I've always thought, why don't they just do something pretty or interesting on the ceilings? So when I said to Jenna, I'd love to just take that color and do the ceiling and bring it right down the wall, you were just right on board with me with that. And I just love how it looks. And so thank you for
People
that.
love it.
Yeah,
People love it. I get comments on it every day.
nice.
Um,
Yeah, so there's some of the,
again, we put some plants.
yeah, exactly.
And then this is that beautiful, beautiful. It's almost like the East Coast soil. It has that
Right. Yeah,
burnt red to it, and I love it. And it goes perfect with the back there.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't express how much people just love my space.
Wow, Jenna,
And I get
that's
to go, I know it's beautiful because I had nothing to do with it.
oh, thank you so much
It
for
would still,
that. But yeah,
yeah, yeah, it was all you, and you just made it perfect.
well, thank you. So come back on screen and let's wrap up and
Okay.
just let's just say any closing
Hopefully you're
comments.
good at editing.
Yeah, yeah. So
Um,
you're good, like you're up and going now. So I don't know how
yes.
far this will reach, but we'll certainly post this and share. One of my Sherwin-Williams reps is in Nova Scotia, so I'm certainly going to send it to Victoria and see if she can share around. Um, so
Yeah,
so you're up and going, and it's happening, and
I'm up and going.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm just into my third week.
great.
So, yeah, I feel like I'm getting my bearings. It was bumpy at first,
Yeah,
but just the same message over and over, like we kind of talked before, like just I have had quite a few patients who have gone decades without seeing um, any oral health care providers because of their fear. And me and this patient just had this wonderful moment. And this not the first moment. It's kind of become a trend throughout the week over the last 2.5 weeks, but it's the same kind of echoing of I've always been so scared, but this space just allows me to relax and be calm. Um,
that's huge.
and it's just different, and even just like it doesn't smell like a clinic, it doesn't look like a clinic, and that's exactly what I wanted because I want to jumpstart people. If you can get comfortable here, then maybe your next step is you can go to the dentist and get stuff done there as well. You're always welcome to come back to me, of course. I'm here to do all the dental hygiene needs, but um, there's a huge demographic of people who are just underserved because of that fear. And you but I had the dream, and you were able to put it together. The space is just, I could almost cry. Like it's exactly what I wanted, and I love helping people, and I love helping my community feel better. And like this space is just, people love it. Like they love it. They're just so comfortable here, and it's just, I don't know, it just means the world to me. It's just, I'm finally feel like at the young age of 39, I'm finally fully able to do what I want to do for my patients.
Beautiful.
So it's great.
Well, thank you for letting me be a
Yeah.
part of it. It's been a complete honor, and thank you for all the lovely comments. And I mean, it's you having the vision and carrying it to pass and finding your way through that and learning all the new things that you've had to learn and will continue to learn. But I will say,
Yes.
when your heart is in it, as big as yours is, and the compassion and the desire to help, that's where your success will be. So. I've told you many
Yeah.
times, but I'll say it again. I'm very, very proud of you, and we wish you every success in the days to come. And again, thanks for letting us come, and thanks for letting me do this little
Yeah.
video with you.
Anytime. Anytime.
Okay, okay. Take
Thank
care.
you. Yeah.